Guys, it's Green Ranger here from Team Yahtzee again, bringing you yet another deck profile. This is going to be a funny one today. We're going to profile my Piper Exodia deck. Black Ranger actually had the idea for the deck when he saw the Exodia pieces, well, 4 of them were level 1. He thought that would combo pretty well with Mystic Piper. So we threw it together. I don't really think it was an original idea on our part. I'm sure it's been attempted before. But we threw the deck together, and if nothing else, it's kind of fun to play. Big troll deck, took it to locals yesterday and did pretty well with it, sadly. Um, but it's a fun deck to play though. So for what it's worth, I'm gonna profile it, and you guys can let me know what you guys think. First up, we have 3 Piper, the main engine of the deck. Great card. Without him, the deck would not be playable. So you need 3 of him. 3 King Caballo. Pretty similar to Piper. Every turn you summon him and then special summon a level 1 monster, aka your Piper, Tribute Piper. It just helps you reuse Pipers, which is a very good engine in this deck. So anytime you can reuse Piper, you do that. 3 Battle Faders, level 1, so you can use him with Piper, draw Fader, then draw a second card, and it will help you stay alive, stall, and the battle phase. Really good card. Same with Swift Scarecrow, I'm sorry. Just like Fader, helps you stall. It's a level 1, so you can draw it off Piper, then draw your second card. Stalls, your opponent cannot do anything about it. Great stall card. You obviously need that in the deck. 2 Cyber Valley. I'm not too happy about this card. It's level 1, so you can use Piper's effect on it. But it takes too much opponent interaction. If you get his effect off, it can work great. But it doesn't happen often enough. If he wasn't level 1, he obviously wouldn't be in here. If I can, I'm going to find a way to take him out. The only time he does become really good, though, is the previous turn. If you battle fadered, you have a battle fader on the field, that's getting banished probably that turn regardless. So it's nice just to throw down a Cyber Valley, remove Valley and Fader, and draw 2. So that has some pretty decent combos, but I'm not too big of a fan of the card. 1 Gores, he originally was not in here, but then I realized how much I have no field. And that if they ever do get a direct attack in, I can get a Gores and a pretty big token sometimes. So he's actually not that bad in this deck, so he'll stay. The head, right leg, left arm, left leg, right arm, all the Exodia pieces. Nothing new there. That's it for the monster count. Get these off to the side. For the spells, we have 3 Duality. Really good card to play. I've won so many games when I've had 4 pieces and then Duality, and the 5th piece is in the top 3, so really great card. 1 Day of Peace, without a doubt the MVP of the deck. Each player draws 1, neither players take damage. Great card, best draw card there is for this type of deck. 3 Upstart Goblins. You know what that does, you need to max out at 3. 2 Dark World Dealings. I kind of wanted 3, but I don't own the 3rd. I don't know why. I just can't find it. So 2. It's actually better than people think, so I like it. 1 Allure. There's a decent amount of darks, and drawing 2 is always nice. Card Destruction. Not that you open shitty hands here, but it lets you, if your opening hand is pretty bad or no pieces, you can definitely use Card Destruction, recycle your whole hand. You'll draw into some more Faders or Scarecrows or another Piper or King Caballo. It just helps speed the deck up. You cannot be afraid to use it. Sometimes it can be a dead card, but with Dealings and a Hand Destruction, which I'll show you next, you can always discard it if it is dead, so it kind of works pretty well, actually. 1 Hand Destruction. I was thinking about 2, but I think 1's enough, because there are some times where you do not want to discard, so I figure 1's good enough. Plus, it can make your opponent discard, so it has some other benefits. A 1 for 1. Black Ranger put this card in the deck. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I find myself discarding it most of the time with either card destruction, hand destruction, or dealings. But it can help you reuse Piper more. Um, do things like send Gore's special Piper effect, and then go from there. Depending on how many cards, you could even send a Fader, Scarecrow. So there are plays there. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I guess just one I can maybe live with it. I don't know though. One Scapegoat. Just put this in yesterday before my locals. It doesn't draw, but it does help stall. So it's not terrible. I'll live with it. For the traps now, we got 3 Threatening Roars. Ends a battle phase. So needed. That's just 3 more turns of stalling. Great card. You need 3. And then the last trap is 1 Gravity Bind. I don't like this card at all. People just overlay, get under it really easily, so I'm not too big of a fan of Gravity Bind as a trap in this deck, or even anymore at all, just because, like I said, with people overlaying, it's almost useless. There's no extra deck or side deck here. It's more of a troll deck, so even if I were to lose game 1 or 2, I really wouldn't side in. It's just a fun deck to bring up locals to play. I beat Machina Gadgets with it at locals. I beat Inzectors with it. I beat Glads with it. So it can beat some decks, but it does get wrecked. Dark Worlds can wreck it. There's no way to get a piece back from the grave with this deck. So Drag Down to the Grave kills it. A well-timed card destruction from Dark Worlds kills it. Gravekeepers with Royal Tribute kills it. Any way you can discard a piece to my graveyard, it kills it. So the deck, I don't think can ever be competitively. It would never be anything more than just a local deck, but it can be kind of fun. So that's the reason why I played it and profiled it for you guys today. Any comments, questions, you can leave them down below. I'll get back to you. Like always, rate, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later.